We are about to find out inside the tale of Aminata. Aminata was the female anyone well liked. The only with the brilliant smile, the smooth voice, the sort coronary heart, the proper pastor's daughter. At simply 19, she become the whole lot a churchwoman must be. Aminata became ideal. At faculty, the alternative ladies whispered approximately weekend events, VIP golf equipment, and wealthy guys who spoiled them with gifts. Aminata sat quietly, listening, by no means joining. Zainab changed into the whole thing Aminata had been warned approximately. Lovely, confident, and effects glamorous, she smelled of highly priced fragrance, walked like she owned the arena, and continually had a new smartphone, a new purse, and new testimonies approximately wealthy men who cherished her. And Aminata couldn't look away. Zainab didn't follow policies. She changed into the sort of lady Aminata had been warned approximately. Lovely, confident, untamed. One afternoon, Zainab slid into the seat beside Aminata, inside the cafeteria, her manicured arms lazily stirring her juice. "You're continually so quiet, church lady," she mused, an unknowing smile tugging at her lips. Aminata provided a small, well-mannered smile. "I simply do not speak plenty." Zainab studied her for a second, then leaned in barely, her voice dropping. Aminata's shoulders tensed. "What do you mean?" Zainab tilted her head, eyes glowing with amusement. "The life, the fun, the liberty. No guidelines, no expectancies, nobody looking your each pass, ready with a view to be ideal." Aminata opened her mouth to protest, but determined no phrases. "I just assume you would be risky if you ever stopped pretending." Aminata swallowed hard. Zainab had no concept how right she'd become. Zainab's house changed into nothing like Aminata's, strict domestic. Zainab tossed her dress, short, tight, not like something Aminata had ever worn. "Nobody will recognize." Aminata hesitated, fingers brushing the material. No longer the pastor's daughter, now not the quiet, obedient, female someone else, a person dangerous, and for the primary time, Aminata questioned if she had been dwelling the incorrect lifestyles all alongside. The primary time she sneaked out, it changed into too easy. Aminata modified into the dress, her arms consistent as she carried out her makeup, mimicking what she had seen Zainab do. While she looked at herself inside the mirror, she didn't apprehend the lady staring back. Guys watched them like trophies ready to be claimed. Zainab leaned in, whispering, "Welcome to the real world, churchwoman." Aminata took a breath, then progressed. She have to have long passed home after that first night. However, she didn't. The man or human beings looked at her in that get dressed, the joys of breaking rules. The freedom in Zainab's laughter, reckless and untamed. That nighttime had unlocked something internal her, something wild, something risky. "I'm slumbering at Fatu's residence for Bible look at," Aminata informed her father. "That is my woman." For a brief second, guilt tightened in her chest. Then she heard Zainab's vehicle horn outdoor calling her into the night. And this time Aminata didn't hesitate. The rooftop glittered like something out of a dream. Velvet couches, champagne glasses, laughter spilling into the nighttime air. Girls draped in clothier attire, sipping liquids worth more than Aminata's month-to-month allowance. Aminata felt exclusive right here. Zainab nudged her in the direction of a person. "Aminata, meet Obina." He changed into older, maybe 35. Aminata nodded, unexpectedly self-aware. "Don't be apprehensive, church girl, you're in top fingers." Her breath caught. How did he know? Zainab laughed, draping an arm round Aminata's shoulders. "Be very cautious with this component." Aminata didn't know it then, but that night she made a cope with the Satan. And for the primary time in her lifestyles, Aminata felt desired. One nighttime Obina picked her up in his vehicle, a graceful black Mercedes that smelled of leather-based enchants. "You're stunning," he murmured, brushing a strand of hair from her face. Aminata's heart pounded. In that moment, Aminata needed to decide. Aminata awakened the following morning feeling unique. She looked at herself within the mirror, attempting to find the church female she had as soon as been, but all she noticed became a stranger with steeply priced perfume on her skin and secrets in her eyes. A message from Obina. "Come outside now." The instant she slid into the seat, she knew something changed into incorrect. Aminata swallowed. "Don't play video games with me." The air inside the vehicle grew thick. Aminata's belly twisted. This became the moment she realized she changed into in too deep, and didn't he know the way to get out? Aminata wasn't just sneaking out anymore. By day, she turned into nonetheless Pastor Quema's daughter, an appropriate church girl. By using nighttime, she became something else. And shortly, someone became going to find out. Aminata's secret became getting harder to hide. Sunday morning got here faster than Aminata wanted. She barely were given any sleep the nighttime earlier than he called her 10 instances, and whilst she didn't solution, he sent a chilling text. "You suspect you can ignore me." Aminata stared on the message for a long term, a abnormal fear creeping up her backbone. Obina had gripped her too tough while she tried to go away the membership. Due to the fact as she sat inside the front row at church, bowing her head in prayer, she felt a couple of sharp eyes watching her. Her mom observed the whole thing. After carrier, Aminata attempted to hurry past her mother and father and escape to her room, but her mom, Mrs. Ojo Amensa, stopped her with one look. Aminata's stomach twisted. "You've been remote," she said, accomplishing out and lightly touching the concealer blanketed mark on Aminata's wrist. "What came about here?" Aminata's breath stuck. I burned myself whilst ironing my dress." Her mom frowned. "I don't consider you the use of the iron recently." Aminata's arms commenced sweating. Something approximately her stare made Aminata's belly turn. "Come and help me within the kitchen." Aminata hesitated. Aminata stood beside her mother, cutting onions, looking to act normal. "Tell me the truth, Aminata," her mother stated unexpectedly. "I can experience it." Aminata compelled fun. "Mother, you're overthinking." Mrs. Mensa wiped her palms on her apron and grew to become to face her. "I was younger once, too." Aminata swallowed difficult. "There's a certain glow whilst a female is in love," her mom persisted. "However, there's also a positive darkness whilst a woman is in hassle." Aminata felt her throat close up. "I don't recognize what you're doing." Aminata, the devil, continually offers gifts with one hand and takes something more with the alternative. The words hit tougher than Aminata anticipated. She notion about Abina. The items, the nights out, the danger creeping closer each day. "You can inform me anything, my child," Aminata desired to. A message Aminata come outdoor. Now Aminata's belly flipped. She pulled her hand away from her mother and compelled a smile. "I want to go take a look at Mom." She rushed out of the kitchen before her mother may want to prevent her. Aminata slipped out of the house and located Obina parked close to the corner. The moment she got in, she knew something was incorrect. Obina wasn't smiling. Aminata shook her head quickly. "No, I used to be just busy." Obina exhaled sharply, then unexpectedly grabbed her chin, forcing her to observe him. "Don't misinform me, Aminata," he said. The fascinating, competent Obina turned into gone. This Obina became risky. Aminata swallowed tough. Aminata hesitated. "It's a gift," Aminata said, forcing a grin. "To remind you who you belong to." Aminata's pores and skin crawled at the word belong. Aminata attempted to behave ordinary at college, but someone was looking her. "You're acting specific." Aminata felt her pulse quicken. "You lie about in which you are." And Fado's voice dropped. "You odor like alcohol every so often." Aminata's belly twisted. Fado's voice softened. "What's going on? Are you in problem?" Aminata laughed nervously. "No, everything's quality." However, Fatu didn't look satisfied. "You understand, I like you, proper," Fatu stated. Aminata nodded. "Speedy? Of root. Then inform me the reality." Aminata hesitated, then shook her head. "There's nothing to tell." Fatu sighed, her eyes sad. Aminata's heart stopped. "I observed you." Final night, Aminata's double existence started to disintegrate. Obina's authentic nature was revealed. And a unmarried mistake could push Aminata into the most dangerous moment of her lifestyles. Fatu's words hung in the air, heavy and sharp. Aminata's body went cold. Fatu's eyes burned with unhappiness. "I noticed you, Aminata, at the club. That wasn't the woman I grew up with." Aminata swallowed tough. "It's now not what you believe you studied," Aminata said, forcing a musing. "Then provide an explanation." For Aminata opened her mouth. Fatu's eyes softened. "Aminata, speak to me. Is it that man?" Aminata's throat closed up Obina. However, she couldn't inform Fatu that if Obina found out, Aminata compelled some other laugh. "You don't need cash that badly." Aminata appeared away. "You don't recognize." Fatu grabbed her hand. "Then make me recognize." Aminata pulled away. Aminata's story is a ways from over. Life has a manner of bringing again the things we attempt to get away. Will Aminata be prepared? In case you have been in Aminata's shoes, what might you do next?